Welcome back to the Blackbird Chronicles. My name is Larissa, and today we have our January TBR. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books on my TBR. I really don't think I'll get to all of them, but I am a mood reader through and through, so who knows if I'll get to any of these. I like winter for like fantasies, historical fiction, and romance. Always romance. Romance is a year-round thing for me. The problem is like I also love a hockey romance over this cold winter time too, but I've been reading such great hockey romances with the Maple Hill series as well as the Vancouver Storm series that I don't know if I want to start a different hockey romance series. Because I've been just like enjoying those so much, so I might reread those. I do have Kindle Unlimited. I don't know what I want to read. I try to read 1 or 2 books off of my Kindle Unlimited subscription just to like make sure that I'm actually utilizing it, and there are so many great books available on there. I don't know what I want to read off there today, so if you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the description box below. Again, a romance would be highly encouraged because that's what I'm feeling this month. I just want to be a romance girly forever, but just I'm feeling it. This is also my birthday month. Reading is how I like to celebrate. Any great romances, you let me know in the description, in the comments below. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get into the books that I actually have with me now that I do plan to possibly read. The first is The Happily Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. So I got this from the romance bookshop Tropes and Trifles that I filmed back at Bookmas, if you want to check out that little mini vlog. And it was such a cute little bookstore, and I have just heard nothing but great things about this book, and I really do love Abby Jimenez's writing. I did read, this is like a independent standalone series. I don't remember what the first one was. I read that a really long time ago and I thought it was meh, but maybe I might have read a book similar, like had a similar cover style. I don't know. But this one sounded right up my alley, and I'm very excited about it. 2 years after losing her fiance, Sloane Monroe still can't seem to get her life back on track. But one troublemaking pup with a take-me-home look in his eyes is about to change everything. With her new pet by her side, Sloane finally starts to feel more like herself. Then, after weeks of unanswered texts, Tucker's owner reaches out. He's a musician on tour in Australia, and the bottom line, he wants Tucker back. Well, Sloane's not about to give up her dog without a fight. But what if this Jason guy really loves Tucker? As their flirty texts can turn into long calls, Sloane can't deny a connection. Jason is hot and nice and funny. There's no telling what could happen when they meet in person. The question is, with his music career on the rise, how long will Jason really stick around? And is it possible for Sloane to survive another heartbreak? There's a dog in it. I'm sold. I'm there. I'm there for it. It's finally time for me to embark on Lauren Asher's writing. Maybe this is my year of Lauren Asher, just catching up with all of her series. And I'm going to start with The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. And this is the first in the Dreamland Billionaires series. Why did I sound like that? And it is dual POV between Rowan and Zara. I'm in the business of creating fairy tales, theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could all be mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Zara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. Things spiraled out of control once I texted her using an alias. By the time I realized where I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings, not when we're destined to ruin them. Ooh, okay, Rowan, you broody man. Zara's point of view is, after submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me a dream job. The catch? I had to work for the most difficult boss I've ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care, at least not until I discovered his secret. It was time to teach the billionaire that money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. I'm excited to finally start the series because everybody loves the series and all of Lauren Asher's other series as well. This might be my Lauren Asher year, finally. About time, because she's adorable and I love her. And I think she lives in Milwaukee. So I gotta support my Midwest galley, my Wisconsin galley. Alright, the next book up that I'm going to read is Ruthless Vows. And this is the sequel to Divine Rivals from Book of the Month. So I don't have it yet because it hasn't come in yet. And I've been waiting. I read Divine Rivals when it on Kindle Unlimited and absolutely loved it. A really good intro to fantasy. I won't talk about what happened, like what Ruthless Vows, since it's the second in the series. And Divine Rivals involves like a magical typewriter and two work rivals who work for a newspaper and then become war correspondents in this like god-goddess war. The magic system isn't very complicated in this book. And again, if you're looking for a good intro to fantasy, I would suggest this because there's like a lot of real world elements with just like a hint of fantasy. Like there's not much background yet that we've gotten for the god and goddesses. So we'll just pretend that's Ruthless Vows. And then Butcher and Blackbird. In the same reading vlog, I also read Divine Rivals. That was my Lockwood Chronicles Lake Retreat, so check that out. I started the Mindfuck series during then and then read it in a different vlog. And the Mindfuck series by St. Abby, amazing, so great. I read it on my Kindle, which it's for free, like included in Kindle Unlimited, and there's 5 separate books in there, and oh, they're so good. It's about this woman serial killer. It seems like she has a vendetta, but she ends up dating the cop that's investigating her. That's not what we're reading. But to give you an idea, I really, really loved that book, that series so much. And I have been looking for something very similar to it because it was perfection. It was beautiful. And I didn't think I would love it as much as I did. So with that being said, Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, and it sounds very much up that similar alley. So the synopsis is, when a chance encounter sparks an unlikely bond between rival murderers Sloane and Rowan. Another Rowan? Do we have another Sloane? Is this like a common... Oh my gosh! It's the... It's the month of Sloane and Rowans, apparently. 2 different books, that's so funny. Carrying on. Between rival murderers Sloane and Rowan, they find something elusive, the friendship of 2 like-minded pitch-black souls who just happen to enjoy killing other serial killers. From small-town West Virginia to upscale California, and from downtown Boston to rural Texas, the 2 hunters collide in an annual game of blood and suffering, one that pits them against the most dangerous monsters in the country. But as their friendship develops into something more, the restless ghosts left in their wake are only a few steps behind, ready to claim more than just their newfound love. Can Rowan and Sloane dig themselves out of a game of graves, or have they finally met their match? It sounds exactly what I've been looking for, similar enough to the Mindfuck series, but different enough to be something new. The next book that I plan to read is Crescent City 3, House of Flame and Shadow. I get all of her titles mixed up. I am really looking forward to this one. It comes out at the end of January. I've already pre-ordered it. It's going to be a jolly good time. So the first book is House of Earth and Blood, and that is following Bryce and Hunt as they kind of have like a murder mystery to solve and a scavenger hunt, to say the least. Sarah J. Maas is just really great at developing characters and making you feel something for them, as well as just her mind of connections and building and all these little mini Easter eggs that come up into later parts of the series. She is just a mastermind, and I love all of her series, and I am so happy that I have like completed Throne of Glass, completed ACOTAR, and I definitely will be rereading those, and I will be rereading Crescent City as well. Yeah, since it's the third, I will not spoil it, but if you would like to watch my spoiler-free reading vlogs, they'll be up. Oh, actually, I don't think the House of Sky and Breath is up yet, but look forward to that this month because that spoiler-free reading vlog is coming. And then the last book on my TBR this month is Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and I have checked this one out from my library on Libby, so, which is from my library, and that is going to go right onto my Kindle. And it is about this town in Alaska, and a scandal has happened with the hockey team. I don't really know much more about it. I loved Frederick Bachman's other works such as Anxious People and A Man Called Uwe. Really loved both of those books, but apparently Beartown is more targeted as YA, so I'm not quite sure how I will like that. I am really much trending away from YA. It just doesn't grasp me. There's a few things here and there. These two are the only physical books that I currently own right now. Can't wait for the others to finally come in. I am so excited for this month. And again, if you have any recommendations, please put them in the comments below, especially if they're on Kindle Unlimited. I would love, love, love that. Please. If you want to stick around for any more TBR book-related videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything and like this video. So I know that you like to know what I possibly will read and lie about. And with that being said, respect others, respect yourself, and do something amazing with your day. Thanks, bye!